Hey guys, yeah, no, this is not clickbait. I finally did it. 50 hours later, I have finally done 7AG. This took me way longer than it should have. Really inconsistent for the most part. I don't know what happened. I just have like a bout of consistency more recently, which is awesome because it's led me to beating it. Um, Last things. Thank you for all the support on this. I know it sounds cheesy, but it does mean a lot. And also, I'm watching a YouTube video, so I will have the link to the YouTube video and my Twitch in the description. Alright, bye bye, enjoy the video.
Minutes catch
I
one
know it.
sand and one seaweed, and after the constant gratification of endless grinding, the wait time for a
Okay,
fish to bite
that
felt like
sucks.
an eternity, in which I
Oh,
questioned my entire
well,
existence, and every
misdashing.
choice that's led me to this point where I'm role-playing as a marshmallow creature collecting imaginary resources so I can expand my fictional empire of pixels. Also, I can unlock some not real world at all achievements, and yeah, it was a bit of a bummer, so I stopped fishing. I've placed down a fourth vault to free up some space, and bought some relatively cheap land to the east of here for 560 coins. As you can see, this was my first expansion into this sandy desert biome, and it had a next level message on the side.
There is secret where flowers don't live. Hello?
I immediately dug up all the spots without flowers, but no glorious secret was revealed. When I collected the flowers, I discovered there were diggy spots underneath, which yielded bonus sand, arrows, and a bunch of gems, so I assumed that was what the sign referred to. I now collected stuff in 3 or 4 hits, so the pace of things felt much less laborious, and I was pleased to find some nightshade flowers growing over in the graveyard biome, as these were needed for some upgrades. I hit level 23 and grabbed the jewelry skill, which unlocks amulets and makes gems.
You know, I'm not even like
more. And now that I
annoyed
had plenty of wood, I made some more hefty
if I,
bridges,
like,
so
die
getting between
at
islands
this
wasn't
point.
such a hassle. And look at all the juicy mineral nodes on this island. Delicious.
Oh, it's a beetle. Yes. I need those.
I then made a very wise choice. I finally decided to stop mindlessly hoarding everything. I'd been small-minded, thinking I had to toil away turning gold ingots into coin in order to get the money to expand. But I had my market, and I was collecting all sorts of crap that I could sell. And I'd just recently gotten that perk making the gem sell for 20% more.
Alright, so if I just sell. Boom. Boom. Holy crap, I just made so much money.
5,600 coins just like that. I now knew beetles spawned in the sandy land, and I wanted them for the next pickaxe upgrade, so I expanded further east, unlocking 3 more islands. I queued up a bunch more flowers to turn into sand, I collected star fragments from this fallen star, and I killed the beets. Saying please stop. Die, beet! Die!
Oh, slime amulet. Gain 25% more resources. Oh yeah.
25% more resources is actually bonkers, so I was pleased. I ventured east, establishing a bunch of bridges to my new lands. I'd made sure to craft a few more bottles, so I caught any beetles that had spawned, and when I collected my slime
Had to
amulet,
take
I
a
was
moment
pleased
to
to see
think
I
there.
could immediately craft the next upgrade.
Golden amulet. Can make straight away. 50% more resources. Okay.
For the next amulet, I needed a bunch of steel, so I immediately queued up a bunch to craft, and I now had my 5 beetles, so I finally put in for the golden pickaxe upgrade. The pace was certainly picking up.
Oh, I'm getting double sand. That is crazy.
The golden amulet improved resource collection by 50%. That's 1.5 times the resources. But it obviously rounds up because I was indeed getting double sand. Very juicy. And even better, the golden pickaxe.
Resources and plants may drop coins. Okay, great news. Great news. Skull pickaxe is next. Bottled torch bug. Great skull. Okay.
I think I bought the one random great skull I had at this point from the market, but I otherwise had no clue how to get them. Now that the barrage of back-to-back upgrades had stopped distracting me, I invaded this island with a bunch of zappy boys on it, shooting them with my bow. They dropped a decent chunk of steel, so that was very handy, and I got in there with the sword once there were only 2 left. And I suffered some big zaps to the face, but soon I'd evicted the locals. I forgot to bring a key though, so the chest remained unopened for a bit. By the way, now that I had the golden pickaxe, resources were spitting out random coins. So I was now generating money without really thinking about it. Clearing the trees and gravestones over here earned me about 70 coins, for example. So when this random traveling merchant bloke showed up, I splurged a little, buying some obsidian and star fragments. I had no idea what these were for, but I guess I was feeling rich. I'd hit level 24, so I unlocked factories, but these cost 5 royal steel to make, so it was probably another case of getting ahead of myself. And I thought for sure this this statue thingo was a puzzle begging for an arrow to the eyeball, but when I tried it, it didn't work, so I was stumped. I opened up this chest,
Shield, 25% chance to dodge attack.
and I finally headed into this structure, the Ancient Tomb. It featured this zappy cube, which I pushed over to this thing, which when powered lowered the blocks, allowing access to the next room. I killed the floating electric frog and headed right, where I found some angry rotating fellas and my first cinder bloom. And in the room above, some angry fellas guarding some loot. Back through to the left, these laser beam levitators suffered violence, and I nudged this cube up to power some more doors. And I let this laser boy zap me to death. Let me explain this travesty. The zap cannot be dodged, though I could have just left the room to reset it, but I thought I'll just heal through it, no worries. The thing is, this game doesn't let you have full control of where stuff appears on your toolbar, so my healing food was at like number 9. And that's not exactly convenient to press on the keyboard, so I was scroll wheeling through the action bar with my mouse, which is an imprecise method. And I ate some beets instead of meats, and beets, unlike meats, do not restore health. All that to say, I am a noob. I picked up a golden bow and queued up a golden sword upgrade, and I surveyed my expansion options, and all of them were pretty expensive. I managed to snag this 1200 coin island up here. I collected the sword, and I now had the steel needed for the skull amulet, so I crafted that along with the water shovel upgrade, and I unlocked banking, so I cleared some space and placed one down here for the cost of some bricks, gold, and steel. I had assumed I would deposit my coins into the bank to accrue interest, so I hadn't unlocked the banking skill earlier, as this seemed less impressive than the other options. It turns out I was being unimaginative, because this bank produces coins out of thin air. Very unrealistic stuff. Banks don't do that, governments do. The money generation is pretty slow, to be honest, but passive income is always good. Just ask the finance gurus. Gone were the days of desperation for gold and sand. Steel was now the main material I was after, but it felt like much less of a slog now that I had various upgrades under my belt, speeding things up and increasing yield. I bought some land down here and was delighted to find a cheeky jester. After plonking down a second bank, I had a chat with him.
My name is Hopfrog and I made this video game. Let's play a trivia minigame. If you get at least one answer correct, I'll give you super rare rewards.
And so followed a bunch of intriguing multiple choice questions, such as,
What is 2 times 8 equal to? Yellow. I'm so confused. How do video games get made? Nerds in a basement with coffee and magic.
and after a bunch of rigged questions, I was triumphant.
I'm the second worst trivia player he's ever seen. And who's the worst?
He gave me a consolation prize for my miserable failure. The Lunar Medallion, which points at the location of fallen stars and increases the frequency of starfalls. Along with increased steel production, I began dabbling in royal steel production, using up all the gems I came across, and on day 40 I finally overcame my embarrassment from earlier and headed into the ancient tomb for another attempt. Nothing went wrong. I did this for the 2 achievements. Big strats. You'll notice I got the achievement to dodge a lethal attack, and yet I died. I believe this is additional proof of my god gamer status. After that definitely intentional death that isn't embarrassing at all, I decided to go check out the other
just
big
clutched
sandy
up
building.
so
Inside
hard,
was a
oh
giant
my
cube of unpowered
goodness.
pylons and 4 charged cubes with which to power them up. However, 4 wasn't enough to power them all up, which I assumed was my objective, so I left that for now. I'd accumulated 5 royal steel, so I placed down an offshore drill, and this produced bottled oil, would you believe? Except I didn't need oil for anything yet. I found 100 sand for 3 coins apiece at the market, so I snagged that banger of a deal, as sand was still something of a pain to get.
How about I just get rid of this? Am I gonna get all 5 back? Please tell me. Yes, I got it all back.
I used them to make a factory instead, but once again it was a case of too much too soon, as I wasn't quite ready to make fiberglass and electronics yet. I returned to the ancient tomb, and this time used my brain. I decided I should avoid just standing there and dying. It was a good improvement, and I arrived at this big blue chest.
Yay! Thunder Rod. Use it to zap enemies into power structures. Okay.
The Thunder Rod allowed me to power my way through to this chest, and I discovered it was quite good at killing nerds and collecting resources.
Wait, this is strong.
In this area further to the right, I don't think I did things the intended way. I believe I was supposed to bring another charged
That
cube over
was
from the
stressful.
other room, but instead I did some zappy rolls to first get the cube through, and then
That was
myself.
stressful, I
This
should
was
be
all well
dead.
and good as I made my way through to collect the boss key in this room here, but I couldn't get back.
Did I soft lock myself?
After some fluffing around, I somehow did this.
Oh, that worked?
I have no idea how, but I think I broke the game a little. Anyway, through to the boss room. The Thunder Elemental didn't really do anything for the first 30 seconds, as his attacks kept missing me, so I just continually zapped him with the Thunder Rod. But then he began summoning little nerds. I kept them somewhat under control for a brief stint, but damaging the ads meant 0 damage was being done to the boss, so it was a losing battle, and soon... I'd also failed to remove stuff from my action bar, so eating food for health was once again more complicated than it should have been. I eventually swapped the sword for the cleave.
Oh my lord.
I tried to maintain health through the artifact that has a 30% chance to restore health when killing an enemy, but it didn't last.
No! What the hell is that fight, dude?
I picked up the farming perk, unlocking windmills, and I enjoyed the benefit of a rather effective thunder rod.
Okay, well this is useful.
This was an improvement to my resource collection speed, to say the least. It had very little downtime to recharge, and it cleared entire islands in seconds. I was no longer a smelly peasant picking away at one resource at a time. I commanded lightning instead. I was kind of addicted, to be honest, so I cleared about 2/3 of the map before placing down a couple more banks and then powering on to clear this top area. I hit level 27 in the process and unlocked quarries. They required 5 of each gem to make, so I didn't make one of these just yet. I tore these banks down and placed a windmill in this area instead, at which I immediately crafted a bunch of tree saplings using citrus. These were for the druid who asked for them like 2 years ago. I rebuilt the banks over here next to the museum.
Okay, we can finally do the druid's second quest. Thank you so much. You have saved the forest from those guys with pickaxes. Skeleton mask. Basic skeletons don't attack anymore. Okay.
The druid gave me one more quest to find a dinosaur egg. I crafted some flower seeds at the windmill. One flower yields multiple seeds, so this is quite efficient. And I set up a flower farm. The water shovel automatically waters the spot, so it was just a matter of plowing and planting. And soon I had a bunch of
Holy crap, I
With
should
the
be
recent
dead.
influx of resources thanks to the thunder rod, my furnaces were working overtime, so I placed down a few more.
Okay, so it was at this point that I realized, you know what, if I play it safe, this could potentially be the run. I was super nervous. I think even starting 3k meters, I was probably at like 120 odd heart rate. Like, it was super nerve-wracking. And yeah, it's again extremely stressful. You can just see me here practicing wall bounces so I don't fuck up. But yeah, no, as I said before, thank you so much to everyone that's been with me through this journey. I know it sounds cringe, like, oh wow, he's doing the whole like couldn't have done it without you thing, and I'm serious, I couldn't. It's been a huge run, and yeah, just thank you to my whole community just for getting me through like literally everything this game had to offer. I'm ready to go through with any percent deathless, and I think that with this final golden berry, I can definitely do it a lot easier. No, seriously, I wouldn't have been able to stay motivated if it wasn't for all of my friends and like just all the people who have helped me over the years stay motivated. Yeah, no, I'm gonna shut up in a minute when we get to about flag 11 and just let the rest of the recording play out. Like I said before, I'm gonna link the YouTube video that I was watching in the description, as well as my Twitch streams where you can watch me attempt any percent deathless or just random assortments of games. But yeah, no, I wasn't expecting to get anywhere close today. I didn't know what I was gonna be like with Summit, but I'm grateful that I was able to pop off and just have this sort of luck. Yeah, no, I'm gonna let the rest of the video play out now. Alright, bye bye! It's over, I've done it. Oh my god, please don't fuck up. Let's fucking go! Oh my god, it's over! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes! Holy fuck. Never go for this. That took me 50 fucking hours. That actually took me 50 fucking hours. Holy fuck. Oh my god. 48 out of 47. Yes, bro. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Bro, I was just watching YouTube, like, in the background. Yo, it's actually over. Oh my god.